Stay tuned. We will start the Boss Health Matters podcast shortly. Please go and like, share, and subscribe to help us reach more people. If you have any questions or answer, you can text or call 1-855-NOW-BOSS, 1-855-669-2677.
Opening up the phone lines. Let's see who's on the other end.
Thank you for calling. Please hold for the next available representative.
Opening up the phone lines. Let's see who's on the other end.
Thank you for calling. Please hold for the next available representative.
Stay tuned. We will start the Boss Health Matters podcast shortly. Please go and like, share, and subscribe to help us reach more people. If you have any questions or answer, you can text or call 1-855-NOW-BOSS, 1-855-669-2677.
This is the Boss Health Matters podcast, where the body is the boardroom, the soul runs the company, and the divine is the CEO. We don't guess, we detect and correct. You're tuned into the Boss Health Matters podcast. Hey there, it's Gregory Hall, or the Quantum Health Boss. If you didn't know, the body is the boardroom, the soul runs the company, and the divine is the CEO. This is the Boss Health Matters podcast, and it is a call-in show. So if you have a question, make sure you call 1-855-NOW-BOSS. That's 1-855-669-2677. And the Boss Health Matters podcast is here for people that have been left out, that have been told to just live with it. This is a space where confused minds get clarity and those other things go to die. But our guest, she was supposed to be here on our last breast cancer awareness call. She just got a little tied up, but we managed to bring her in. Why? Because there's a lot of us getting cancer, if not breast cancer. But when we're dealing with situations, especially with our skin, the largest organ in our body, we might get burns from dealing with that. But that's what she does. But I want to hear a little bit about her story because she is a survivor. Let's bring her on. Nancy Regan.
Hi, Gregory.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thank you for coming on to the show and blessing us. Let's just get right into your story. You got the stage.
Okay. I actually have had cancer. I had thyroid cancer many years ago. And had many surgeries, many health issues, and kind of ended up in the skincare business because of like many things, and became a diagnostic esthetician and really working at the root level, and nutrition was always at the heart of making everybody look amazing. I have been in the spa as a spa owner, and you can jump in anytime, Gregory, and interrupt me because I'll talk forever. But I've been a spa owner and esthetician for almost 30 years. About 4 years ago, I've always had clients that were going through cancer from stage 4, breast cancer. I've had them that had pancreatic cancer. I've had numerous different clients, and we had a calling where we were asked to please, can we take on doing oncology facials for a cancer center? And that required that we had to have great skin to be able to do these facials. And so that was what I started looking and finding something that was non-toxic with no fragrance and everything. Started on this search that was like, I couldn't believe it. And I've always been on that side where I ate really clean after having cancer. I really changed everything about my whole world, from making sure that everything I no fragrances, nothing that was going to be toxic to my liver or that was going to interfere with as my like detoxification of the body. And as it went on, the search ended up, I really couldn't find anything that I could use in the treatment room that was not only good for working with cancer patients, but it was also going to have results, because why put it on somebody's face or if it's not going to really make them look glowing and make them look beautiful? I learned so much about cancer and skin. And I also realized at that same time that once you get cancer, it was like the big push is, okay, let's get the cancer out of the body. But the rest of it kind of like, okay, like how you look, how you when you look in the mirror, how you feel, everything about that. There was the advice that was out there was really terrible. And I said, hey, we got to change this a lot, because in the process, I came out with my own skincare line, but the message was not even about the skincare line. It was really educating people that were going through cancer of what you shouldn't use on your skin and what you need to have on your skin. That being, for example, nobody goes and says, hey, your skin's gonna be really super sensitive because you're going through radiation or chemo or whatever. And these are the things that are going to help your skin. You need a cleanser that has no emulsifiers. You need a toner that has hyaluronic in it. You need all of these things that not only your skin's gonna look better, but you have to have these things so your skin doesn't feel like it's going to crack and break. And I think that's where I started. And people, it ended up, it was, if you hear dog noises or squeaks in the background, I have two puppies at my feet, one puppy and one that is 8. And they're like, okay, now we're going to take time because mom's been at work all day and we're going to just like let mom know we're here. So it ended up being this incredible journey of being able to like actually have a conversation with cancer patients, but be able to provide them with relief and be able to give them hope. I think hope is probably the biggest thing, because when you don't feel good and you feel sick and you feel like there's nothing at a future, like if you can feel good about looking in the mirror, it makes a huge difference. So that's kind of like, I can go through the do's and don'ts of what to use on your skin, and what really works and what doesn't. But it does make a difference, and it makes a difference what you eat. It makes a difference what you drink. It makes a difference all the way around.
Yeah.
But topically, it really makes a difference.
Well, I mean, you spoke on something like really profound right now about the dogs and wanting to get your attention, but like really and truthfully, the biggest thing that you talked about just now was a lot of trauma, a lot of emotional trauma that somebody is dealing with. And, you talked about a lot of processes, but really and truthfully, it all comes down to this psyche, right? Like,
Right.
how can we get through this? How can we get hope? How can I look better? What do I seeing looking back in the mirror?
Right.
I really want to touch on this a little bit more, because when I scan people as a practitioner, I see a lot of this trauma that's being held back, and I would say sometimes it might be harboring some of these toxins, right?
Right.
What do you think?
I've always thought that, but that's it's the energy that you portray. And if you're not, you haven't worked through what you need to, it's going to manifest itself for sure, always. Like that's something that always happens. The other part is, I mean, if we're going to really talk about it, the more you wake up with gratitude, no matter what, like it makes a whole difference in your day. And it could be gratitude for the fact that, hey, my scar from my thyroid surgery isn't as big as I thought it was going to be. You know, it could be the smallest little thing. I think that gratitude in combination of having a higher power always makes a difference. I mean, it just is huge. So
I think a lot of women, I would say, but even men.
Yeah.
We shower, we get ready, we look into the mirror. I mean, sometimes I have to ask myself, did I actually look at myself into the mirror? Right. Did I actually pay attention? Because as soon as I start driving down the road, I felt this bump on my face. And I'm like, I felt the bump on my face, but I didn't actually know that it was there. So did I actually look inside the mirror? And I was like, oh, okay. As soon as I get to work, I go to the mirror and yeah. But the biggest thing is I see sometimes with my clients, the cancer actually showing through the skin. And we're not actually paying attention. You know, it could be the thyroid like you, it could be the breast, but it's actually there's little telltale signs in the skin. Do you see that with your clients? And maybe give us a few tips to look for?
The terrible part of this is that you can usually see, like, if you've been doing it, and you're probably the same, Gregory, that if you've been touching people or like, you can pretty much know when somebody's not doing great, but the skin starts taking on a little bit of a grayish look to it. It doesn't have, and part of everything is the immune system, the mitochondria, how it's working with the skin. The skin's the biggest organ, and when something is seriously wrong in the body, most of the time there are signs. It's just that we have, and especially with Western medicine, we haven't really been trained to look holistically at the body and be able to pay attention that, hey, I see a sign of the skin has a little bit of a discoloration, or the skin's super yellow, or the face and the face of and when you look in the mirror, your face is a direct reflection of what's going on in your body. So if you have big bags and dark circles under your eyes, it's a direct reflection on your kidneys. The body's a beautiful thing, and if you're looking in the mirror, your body is talking back to you. It may not always, be cancer, but if you're eating processed foods and you're not living the lifestyle that's going to keep you healthy and keep you alkaline, things are going to happen with the skin that are going to show you that everything's not okay.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. And if anybody does have a question for Nancy, remember the phone number is right at the bottom of the screen. It's 1-855-669-2677. Doesn't matter how mundane you have with this skin question, any question that you got with keeping your skin nice and supple and whatever the case may be. 1-855-NOW-BOSS. If it's here on live or after the show, we'll definitely make sure that how can people get a hold of you after the show?
I am on YouTube at Skin Diva Labs. And I would love to, chat there, or I have a website, skindivalabs.com. Either or, whatever's easy. I really do want you to, the more you pay attention to your body, especially if you're going through cancer, your body becomes super dehydrated. And it's not only water hydration. You'll think, oh, I'm drinking a ton of water, but it's also lipid hydration. So it's both a water and oil. We see a lot of the lipids start disappearing. And part of that is from the hormones of everything is not functioning correctly. So anything with a ceramide in it, anything with hyaluronic in it, something that's going to help replace those lipids that are in the skin. You can tell how dehydrated you are simply like if you take your hand and you try to lift the skin up and the skin pulls up and then it holds, you know that the skin is super, you need to like replenish your body.
Yeah.
And the skin is right there. It's really, I encourage you to use, we're lucky with ChatGPT because I tell all my cancer people, okay, I want you to do me a favor, take chat. And if you have a question and you're at the store and you're trying to buy something, I want you to hold that ingredient list in front of chat, take a picture, and then ask chat if it's toxic or not, or if it has fragrance, or if it has anything in it that is going to hurt you. And honestly, the more you stay away from, there's so like even candles, they're so bad for the wicks and all of the fragrances. They're made with synthetics, and it's not healthy for you, and it just is something that people need to be aware of, because not only does it affect everything in your body, the olfactory system, your skin repairs at night. So anything that has damaged your body during the day from a detoxification, you spend all night long repairing. And if you're starting at a deficit and you haven't taken care of your skin, then you really need to like pep it up a little bit and really work on making sure it's in great shape.
I can't remember what the statistic was or what the number was, but humans shed their skin like pretty frequently, like almost like snakes, right?
Yes. And every 28 days we get new skin on the surface. And it takes about a year for it to go through the whole dermal, like the cycle. But we get new skin every 28 days. And if you're not in good health, it can be 45 to 60 days. You'll see sometimes older people, because everything has slowed down from like NAD levels have slowed down, the mitochondria have slowed down, everything has slowed down so much that sometimes their skin doesn't like even roll over. It's like every 60 to 90 days. And that's when you start to see the crusty skin form, because people are not active. They're not doing anything. That's another part of, I know you don't feel good, but try to get like some activity. It makes a huge difference in the skin.
I would say definitely 100% agree with you on that one. So I don't know exactly if you do one-on-one or group coaching, but how would it be for somebody to work with you?
I do offer, like, I like really educating and answering questions, but if somebody wants a private consultation, we do offer a virtual skin consultation. And depending on how much in depth you want to go, it's anywhere from $100 to $250. I really like just educating you, because I find that everybody, you believe what the marketing is out there, and there's so much marketing. The friend down the street will say, "Oh my gosh, you got to try this. It helped my blah blah, my psoriasis, my eczema. It helped me when I had cancer. This is working great." And somebody else will say, "Oh, my dermatologist told me to do this." And there's always these opinions coming from everywhere, especially in the skincare industry. And the marketing is absolutely the best of the best, because you will try something, but I'm going to tell you, the quality of the products and the quantity of what's in the products, most of the time is just barely enough to make the label. And that's not enough to be therapeutic. You probably know that really well too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a real difference between a therapeutic quality and a cosmetic quality. That part of the marketing of the skincare industry is, if I can, like, I saw an influencer talking about, "Oh, you got to put the petroleum jelly all over the face, and that'll make you really, really hydrate, and the skin will get so much better." And I'm like, okay, you really don't know what you're talking about. I'm just going to say this, because if you put petroleum jelly on dry skin, the skin is going to be totally occlusive, means nothing can get in, nothing can get out, but the skin underneath is still dry. You haven't fixed the dry skin. So it just makes it drier, because now you have no moisture at all getting to it. And nobody really, they are quick to jump on the latest trend, the latest this, but if I can educate and say, "Hey, this is not going to work, this will work." I don't know everything about the skin, but I know a lot about, especially after you go through and formulate to make it something work, you realize, oh, this is what it needs to do. That's how it works. There's a lot that goes into it.
100%. And I don't know everything about the skin too, but I trust my handy dandy application here from God that sent me, that helped show me how to get rid of my pain for over 30 years. And sometimes you just have to listen to the body, because the body will actually tell you exactly what it needs, but we're not listening. We're listening to the influencers and doing that thing. But you're definitely here with practitioners that know what we're talking about. We don't just guess, we detect and correct. Exactly. And the Boss Health Matters podcast, I'm only going to bring on people here that can serve and help you. We're not here to guess. We're here to actually give you solutions. So make sure you reach out to Nancy Regan for any of your skincare needs. And, we'll support you together, because we're a team and we're building a community of bosses that want to take charge. But when you take charge, you're going to have to lead. Where we want testimonials and we want you to share out this live. Just go ahead right now, like, share, and subscribe to this live so you can catch it live, because we're going to be bringing Nancy back on again for sure, because the skin ain't going away. And I see too many ladies, too many men going down to the wrong place to buy the skincare products, right, Nancy?
Yeah, they do.
They're not getting the vetted products.
Nothing than some of what you're buying. So
stop going to Costco. Stop going to Costco. Walgreens.
It's a few of them. Yes.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Greg.
We'll talk to you soon.
Take care. Bye.
That was definitely a wonderful show. And if you definitely want to learn more about the skin from Nancy, make sure that you contact her. We're going to make sure that we put her contact details in the details in the show and the thing, and it's going to go live everywhere. And if you get stumped, we can detect and correct. I always give a free consultation. Anyways, see you on to the next show. I haven't scheduled it yet, but you'll see it. So make sure you click that bell icon and subscribe.
Do you feel in tune with your body? Nearly 70% of Americans don't. They say the healthcare system isn't meeting their expectations. Why? Modern medicine often focuses on symptoms, while innovation is slowed by bureaucracy, outdated systems, and cost. Millions of people are looking for empowering solutions that align with the body, rather than override it to support a longer, more vibrant life. Powerful wellness tools are available to help, but few know they exist. They can accurately allow us to assess and understand our body. Your body is composed of trillions of vibrating cells constantly communicating via subtle frequencies, just like satellite systems, Wi-Fi, and radio waves. These communication signals are part of your natural biofield, but daily exposure to environmental stressors, technology, and emotional pressure can influence those frequencies. This interference may affect how you feel, focus, and function. Supporting your body's natural frequency patterns may help you reconnect with clarity, calm, and balance. The question is, how can you tune into those patterns and learn from them? The answer is in the palm of your hand. Meet AO Scan technology. AO Scan is an advanced wellness program that simply helps support a healthy biofield. Using proprietary algorithms and a library of frequency blueprints, the AO Scan identifies variances and delivers supportive frequencies designed to encourage balance and harmony. What can AO Scan do for you? Here are just a few unique tools inside the system. Let's start with our most popular module, Cephi. Need support with energy, focus, or restful sleep? Cephi, or Subtle Energy Frequency Imprinter, helps you broadcast or imprint subtle frequencies aligned with your personal wellness goals. Choose from thousands of frequency playlists designed to support mental clarity, emotional ease, seasonal transitions, and more. Let's move to another powerful module within the AO Scan, Inner Voice. Your voice reveals more than words. It reflects your current energetic and emotional tone. Inner Voice records a 10-second voice sample and uses sound harmonization to create custom audio tracks that promote emotional awareness and inner calm. These tones incorporate elements like binaural beats, harmonics, and color suggestions for a multi-sensory wellness experience. Listen a few times a day to help cultivate presence, confidence, and emotional clarity. Up next, we have vitals, body systems, and comprehensive scans. These features offer a deeper look at your body's energetic patterns. Using blueprint frequencies, you can explore insights related to common themes such as energy flow, stress response, or physical resilience. Vitals gives a quick snapshot of frequency trends across multiple energetic themes. Body Systems maps frequency patterns associated with different functional systems. Comprehensive explores even more layers of vibrational data tied to organs, bones, and cells, offering expanded insight into your energetic profile. Next is Easy Scan. In just 6 minutes, Easy Scan combines 3 powerful features: Inner Voice, Vitals, and Comprehensive into one seamless experience. It delivers a unified frequency-based report that helps you explore and understand your current energetic state and how to support it through daily practices. Feeling unfocused or ungrounded? Try Quick Scan. It offers short wellness experiences throughout your day. Choose sessions like Supercharger, Relax, Grounding, or Focus. Each one is designed to support your mood and mindset. Last, but far from least, is AO MindSync. AO MindSync lets you record and customize powerful affirmations in your own voice. Combine tones, music, and emotional intent into a guided listening experience that helps reinforce your mindset and personal goals. All of these features, and many more, are designed to help you reconnect, realign, and restore balance to your biofield. As Albert Einstein said, "The future of medicine is frequency. That future is closer than you think. It's already in your hands." Welcome to Possibility. Welcome to AO Scan,